Hi, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to build a professional website without coding. My name is Mathew, and you're welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you're joining us in this channel, please click on the red button below to subscribe and turn on notification so that anytime I post videos like this, you'll be able to watch. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is to come to this website, goglobal.ng/webtools. All right, goglobal.ng/webtools. I'm going to leave the link in the description below. So the one I'm going to recommend today that you start with is NameCheap. Right, we have NameCheap. We are going to use NameCheap. Then we're going to use this Divi theme to build this website. So let's say that you come here, you click on this NameCheap or this one. Any one of the two actually works. So let me just click on it. So when you get to this NameCheap, right, then you search for your preferred domain name. Now, domain name is the name of your website. For example, namecheap.com is the name of this website, right? But everywhere, all these images and everything that you are seeing here is made possible because they are hosted in a particular place, right? It's just like a drawer where you go to draw out things, right? That is hosting. So for instance, google.com, facebook.com, sholamatthew.com, all of those things are called domain names. So domain name is the address of your website. So here, for instance, you want to search for school of disciples.com. Although the one that I want to build today is .org. I've already bought it, but I'm just going to use this as an example. So I click on search. Now I want to search if this name is available, right? Schoolofdisciples.com. Wow. So schoolofdisciples.com is available, and you can see it's super cheap, right? So you get it for 8.38 per year. This is for the first year. So for the second year, you can pay $12.23. And when you check it with other platforms, you see that this rate is actually very low compared to other domain name registrars. So if you want to buy this, right, you just come here and click on add to cart, right? So you click on add to cart. And then you see that we have 8.54 here, right? Now, domain name is not the only thing you need. You also need a hosting. So if you want to buy hosting, just come to hosting, then come to shared hosting. Now, there are different types of hosting, but for beginners, right, I would suggest you just go with this shared hosting. So when you come to shared hosting, you will see different packages, right? We have this package. If you don't have a lot of budget, you can start with this. As you can see, the price is 22.65 pounds, right? Depending if you are actually viewing this from Nigeria or from the US or whichever country you view it from, usually you should see this amount in your own currency. Okay, now if I come here and change this to US dollars, yeah, we're gonna see the currency in dollars. So I think dollars is okay for us to use this now. So you see it is just 25.88 pounds, I mean dollars, right? So with this you can build up to 3 websites on this particular plan, right? The plan that I usually recommend is this one. As you can see, you can build unlimited websites on this plan. So it means that if you have some clients that you are working with, you can actually build more than 1 website, 2 websites on this plan, right? So then if you want, you can also go with this one, but this is the one I recommend. All right, but if you don't have too much budget, you can just go along with this one. So let's say I want to go with this one. Just click on get started. Now they're going to ask you, do you have a domain name, right? So if you don't have a domain name, just click on new domain name. Then you come here, and the one that we've already added to cart, you can just put it here. But if you want to purchase it for the first time, let's say it is the hosting that you decide to buy first or to add to cart first, you just come here and then search for the domain name. But we are going to use the one that we've already added to cart. So you will see that everything is now $43.54, and this is just for a year. Now let's say that you have a domain name with another website, right, or with another registrar. You can just come here and say existing domain name. So here is where you now type the name of the domain, but you need to be able to sign in before you do all of this. So if you click on so let's say that we use this one for instance, then you come and click on add to cart. So that add to cart is where if you are not registered yet, so you just come here, you just create an account with when you click on confirm order, they'll ask you to create an account. So you just create an account with your name, email, and put your bank details, or you can pay with PayPal. And one of the reasons I even started using NameCheap is because they accept Bitcoin, right? So they accept Bitcoin. So anyone you want to use, just go ahead and use it, and it is secured, and then you make your payment. Now after you have made your payment, right, they're going to send you an email like this, right? That email will come up later on. It might be immediately too, or it just take some minutes before you see this email, and then they will send you some information here, right? Now this is the hosting package that you bought, hosting package details. Remember I told you that we are using schoolofdisciples.org for this particular training, and then this is your hosting server or server host name. Now there's something very important here. Now let's say that you bought this domain name from another registrar or from another website, right? You will need to add this name server, right? NameCheap will give you this name server, so you add it to the registrar, right? But because you are buying the domain name and hosting from NameCheap, you don't need to do these settings, right? So the next thing that's very important here is this. Now here is where they give you your cPanel username, right? You have your cPanel username, and then you have your cPanel password. Now this cPanel is where you are going to install WordPress, and then you're going to install your website. Now the reason we are saying WordPress is because WordPress is easy to use, and remember, I want to build a website without coding at all. So now anytime they give you a domain name, it's going to look your cPanel is going to look like this. You see the name of your website / cPanel, or you just go to this particular URL that they gave you. So I'm just going to click on this first one, and then I'll open it in another tab, or I can just click on it and then it will open in another tab. Now I have put the name and password that they gave to me right in the email. This is it, right? You see it's actually here in the email. So I just go to my email and I copy the name and the password. Now it is advisable that when you get access to your cPanel, make sure that you change your password. Now let's log in. Now this is the cPanel, and you can see this, our domain name is here. Now there's something I need to tell you about this cPanel. This current design, right, might not be what you will see in your own cPanel by the time you log in to your cPanel. Sometimes it might look like this. So let me go to change style. I want to show you the old one. So the old one will look something like this. So if I apply it now, for instance, you will see that it's saying this is the current style. So if I go back to cPanel, you'll see this is the style here, right? Because what we want to do here, right, everything we want to do here is also similar to the one that we're seeing at the other side. Although I like this particular style, probably because this is the one I was used to. But let's go back to the one that we have, right? Change style, which is the new one. So let's click on apply. So you see that it is the current one right now. It might be, this might be what you will see in your own design. That is why I'm showing you the two styles, right? And for some cPanel, you might not even see where to change the styles. So now when you get to your cPanel, what you want to look for is to scroll down when you scroll down to Subtaculous app installer. For other cPanel, you might see something like one-click install, but for this one, you go to Subtaculous app installer. So for your information, let me scroll down for you to see some of the things that are here, right? You see, but the most important one we want to go to right now, just go to Subtaculous app installer, search for Subtaculous app installer. Sometimes it might not be open like this, right? It might be like this. So they might be like this. So, but at the same time, all you need to do, just search for Subtaculous app installer, scroll down, then open it. So when you open it, go to WordPress. So if you click on this WordPress, so it's going to bring you here, right? So you can see that we don't have any website installed here. So you can click on this install here, or you click on this install here. They are both the same. So I'm just going to click on this install now. So it's going to bring me here. Now, if you look at this, this place, you'll see that this particular place that you're looking at, you see that it's empty. Sometimes you will see something like this, WP here. Please delete it. Make sure that this place is empty. Now, let's read what it says. Say, the directory is relative to your domain and should not exist. E.g., to install at my domain / directly, just type directly. To install only in my domain, leave this empty. So what I'm, in short, what it's saying is that make sure that this place is empty, right? Because if you type something here, for example, let's say you type academy. Now, before you can access this website, if you go to just website alone, it's not going to work. For example, if you go to schoolofdisciples.org, it's not going to work until you type /academy before it works. So that is why it is important that you delete this. The only case whereby you might want to leave, you might want to build this is, for example, maybe you have finished building this website and then you want to build an academy, a different website, but / your own website, right? That is when you should put something here, but you must have installed this website. So make sure that this place is empty, please. That is why I'm emphasizing on this. It's very, very important that I emphasize on that. Now you scroll down, this one, just leave it as it is. That's the latest version of WordPress. So here is the site name. So of course, School of Disciples. So here you can change it. So I'm going to show you how to change this, because you can also change this by the time you finish installing your website. So I'm going to show you. So that's why I'm leaving this one like this for now. So leave these ones the way they are, and then come to admin, change it. I like to use my name, Sola Mathew, but for the password, I'm going to change the password. So I just changed the password, and then this email. See, if you don't know how to create a professional email like this, make sure that you change this to your Gmail, right? Because the reason is this: if you lose your password, this is the email that you can use to recover this password, right? So that is why it is important that you change this email. But because I'm going to create an email that has to do with admin@schoolofdisciples.org, I am going to leave it like this. Now I'm going to show you how to create this email later too, because it's important that you know how to create this email. And one of the reasons it is good to have emails like this, for example, it could be maybe Sola Mathew @schoolofdisciples.org, is because it looks professional. Let's say you just send email to somebody, they were like, wow, it looks professional, instead of just using Gmail or Yahoo Mail, right? So that's why this email is very important. Okay, so you scroll down, you can decide to remove this limit login attempt localizer. You can, but let's just leave it the way it is. So here is where you can choose any theme you want, but most of these themes that are free, they are not really easy to customize, and they have limitations. Okay, so that's why I want to use a pro theme that I will show you very soon. And so you just go to install, click on install. Then if you scroll up, you will see that it's been installing. So the website is getting installed. Now let's visit the website and see how it looks like. So if you click on this, open in another tab. Wow, so this is our website for now, right? This is our website for now, and you see that this website is not looking any good, right? Or does it look good to you? No, it doesn't look good. So then this one is the administrative URL. Now the administrative URL, anytime you want to go to log into this website as the admin, you go to schoolofdisciples/wp-admin. If you bought your own domain, it will be your domain.com or .org or whatever domain extension you are using, right? All these .org, .com, they are called domain name extensions. So whichever one you're using, just go to it, domain name /wp-admin, and then you'll be able to log in. So you log in with a password that you set, while you were installing it. Okay. Now this is the way it looks like. All right, this is the place where we're going to do the editing. We're going to install the themes, everything. So I'm going to show you how to work around this place very, very soon. All right, so this place is more like where we call the front end. Whatever you design is going to be appearing here. Okay, and this is what people will see, but here only person who has the password to it will be able to access this place. So before we go further, let me just quickly show you how to create the what is it called now, the professional email that I told you about. So you go back to your cPanel, or you can go and log in from your email again. So when you get to your cPanel, just search for email. Okay, so this is email right now, so we just open it, then you go to email accounts. So you see that the only email we have here is the system default. Okay, so here you click on create, right? Come here and click on create. All right, so when you come to create, you will see something like this. So here is what we call the username. Now the username is just the name of the person or whatever you want to put before your domain name. For example, if you are using info@schoolofdisciples.org, that info will be the username. If it is admin, that is the one we want to create now, admin, that admin is going to be the username. If it is, for example, Sola Mathew at schoolofdisciples.org, right, it's going to be Sola Mathew is going to be the username. So I'm going to put admin here, then I will set password. Okay, so I want to close the password. Right, so I just set my password and they say the password has a strength of 99. Okay, that is good. All right, so if you click on this edit settings, you'll be able to increase the storage of this particular professional email. For example, you can increase it to maybe 1 gig or 500 megabyte but for now I'm just going to leave it at 250 megabyte. Or let's increase it to, let's say okay, let's leave it at this, because admin, we don't usually accept too many emails from admin. Well, assuming I created the info at, right, we're going to set this to something like, let's say 1000 megabyte. So 1000 megabyte is actually 1 gig, right? Or you can come here and just click on gig and then put this one as 1, and just write this one as 1. But for this, we're just going to leave it as megabyte and then 250 megabyte. Okay. All right, so after you're done creating the username and the password, then you click on create. Now when you click on create, you can open this email, right, and you can check what is there. For example, let's just open it and see. So when you come here, right, it's gonna ask you to, because there are different things that you can use to open it. I like this one because it has a better interface, and you can see that that's what is the default there. So you just click on it, and then your email is going to be opened. Right, so this is the first email that we received, and that is just configuration. Right, so I'm just gonna close this. And there's something I need to tell you also. If you want to log into your email, you don't necessarily have to be coming to the cPanel all the time. Just go to for example, go to I say Sola Mathew, sorry. So you just go to School of Disciples /webmail. So let's say that you have different people working with you, you know, or that organization has different people that are working with them. So you just come here you just tell them to go to the website /webmail, right? So here I'm going to type just admin at School of Disciples.org. So you have to type everything before it can go. So then I'll type in my password, and then you'll see that I will also be able to log in to the same stuff, right? So so that is just it. So I'm just gonna click. If you don't want this to always show, you can click on open my inbox when I log in, right? But I just like this to show. Then there's something here called forwarding. Let's say you don't, because if you receive email from this, you won't be able to know until you log in. So but if you want the email to be sent to your Gmail, so you just come here and click on forward. So you just click on create forward. That means when anybody sends email to that your professional email, you also receive an alert from your email that somebody has sent you know, email to you. So you just type in your Gmail here or Yahoo Mail, so and then click on forward. That is all. Okay, now let's go back to, I hope this is not too much for you, but you know, if you get to a point where you don't understand any of the steps, right, just rewind back and watch it. What I would suggest is watch everything to the end, then go back and watch it again. Now, you know, pausing at different intervals, and it's good if you can buy domain name as I was showing you. Okay, all right, so we are done with this. So we're just gonna close it. So I'll just go to I just want to show you how this works. So this is what we call the settings, right? You just go to the settings. The first thing here is go to the settings. So you see that we have the name of the site here, right? So for now, I'm just going to put building disciples here, disciples of Christ, right? Building disciples of Christ. This is not the tagline or the motto of the website, but I just want to use this for now. And then you can scroll down, right? So for example, the site language is in English. The time zone, you can choose your time zone. Maybe you are in any other time zone, you know. You can come here and choose it. For example, if you're in Lagos, if you're in Africa. So I'm just going to leave this. All right. So this is the time zone. You can change it if you like to your own time zone. Then the date, you can change the date to whatever kind of date you want. And then the time format, right? I think I like this, so I'm just going to, or I can just change it to this, right? Then week starts on Monday, right? No, week starts on Sunday. So I'm just going to click on save. Ensure you save it before you leave. So you see saved, right? So you come down again to this. This is very, very important settings that you need to know. Come to permalinks. Then, you know, this is the way this website is structured right now. You can see the way it's going to look. It's going to, if we post something, right, it's going to carry the date first, then the post name. No, it's not good for SEO. But if you want, so that people will know the website where they want to go to on your website, and they will know it easily, just come and choose this post name. So you see it has changed. So I'm just going to click on save changes. All right, so we have done most of the important part of it. Then if you come to this place, this is where you can add the users to your website, maybe people as admin, or for example, even if you are building this website for a client, for example, after you have built it, you can come to the user, then add user, then add the person as admin or editor, or whatever role you want to give to the person, and then the person can then remove you, and then maybe they bought the domain name and everything by themselves. Especially if you are working as a freelancer on websites like what is it called now, like Fiverr, Upwork. These are some of the things that we do. So the client is already going to buy the domain name, right, and the hosting, and then they will give you access to it. Some of them will already even install the WordPress like we did. They will just collect your email, then they will give you access at admin so that you can design the website. And after you're designing it, they can decide to remove you, or they can put you on retainership such that you will now be working with them. Maybe if there is any issue, you are be the one to be helping them out with it. Okay. All right. So then we have pages. Okay. Now the pages of a website is where we have the about us, the contact us, and so on and so forth. And then the post is for blogs, right? Maybe if you post something that has blog posts, news, this is where you come to post them, right? So posts actually change over time, but what is it called? Pages are usually more of permanent, because we have the home page, about us page, service, and all of that, depending on the kind of business you are building website for. Then plugins are extra functions that a website that you can add to a website through some set of code. But instead of putting those code, right, just come and add the plugin. For example, if you want to add payment, right, you just come to add new, then you search for a payment gateway, for example, maybe PayPal or Paystack or Payoneer, depending on if the payment system has a plugin, you just come and then add that. So with that, you can collect payment from your website. Or maybe you want to create a form, right? Just come here and do that. Okay. Then appearance is basically the way it sounds, right? The appearance of the whole website. For example, let's say that this is the way this website looks right now. If we click on activate this, right, you will see that you said new theme activated. If you come here now and refresh this, you'll see that the website is actually activated. The theme is actually activated, and it has changed the appearance. Okay, now let's do something. If you let's go to these plugins. All of these plugins, we don't need them, especially these two. So I'm just gonna click on delete. All right, so let's install a plugin. You remember I told you that plugin gives an additional function to your website. Now we don't want people to be seen as we're editing this website, so we're just going to click on we are going to add a plugin. So search for the plugin. It's a free plugin. Just search for maintenance. So someone might ask that, what if I want to give my client access to be able to see what I'm editing, right? So just add the client as an admin, right? And then the client will be able to see it. So let's click on this, for instance. So if I go back to installed plugins, you can actually click on this activate here, but you also see that it is here, but it is not activated. So click on activate. Right, so if we go to this website right now and if you go to this website and open it in a new open link in incognito window, it actually means that nobody's logging to that window. So open it there. Let's see what will happen. Yeah, so you see it says School of Disciples maintenance mode is on, site will be available soon, right? Thank you for your patience. And you can see it says if you are the owner, you can actually log in, right? So this is it, so that any changes we are making on the website, nobody is going to be able to see this. And I think I love this. It's just simple, and anybody that comes to this website right now, that is what they are going to see until we'll launch the website. So I'm just going to cancel this, and then but you know, as we're editing it, because I am logging, you see, we'll say maintenance is on. Because I'm logging, we'll be able to see all the changes we are making, right? So what I want to do right now is to now create different pages of this website. So for this, I'm going to delete this. So I'm going to move it to trash. So yeah, so now we want to create different pages. For example, the important pages of every website is we're going to create about us page. So I'll just cancel this. So come here, write about us, then I'll publish it. Then I'll go back. You see this about us. Now I'll click on this one again. That's a new. I'll click on home page. So I'll just call it home. Publish. Right? So they say add new page. I can just click on here to add another page. So what again do we want to add? So let me type testimonials. So I just click on publish. I'll come here again and type and add new page. So the next page I'm going to add is contact us page. Very, very important. So I'll just click on publish. Right, so I think we are good to go with this. So I'll just go back. Right, so we see all the pages have been published. Now these pages usually arrange themselves in alphabetical order. We have about us, contact us, home page. Now we want to create, if you come back to this page, right, if you refresh it, there's a front end, you'll see that we now have about us, contact us, home, testimonial. Now if you click on this home, you see it's brought us here. It's still showing this home at the front of the website, but we don't want it to be like that. Anytime somebody clicks on the home, we want the person to come to this home, right? So what we're going to do is we go to appearance, and then we go to menu, and then we create a menu. So here no menu has been created. We'll call this main menu. So, and this will be okay, let's just create a menu first. Then we come here, we select these ones. I mean, don't select the home, right? Just select this and then click on add. Now you can arrange this. So this one is going to be at the top. Then we want the contact to be the last, right? Now let's come here, this custom links. This is where you now paste the home, the link of the website, right? Here, just copy this, paste it here, right? And then call this one home, then add it. So anytime somebody clicks on home, it's going to take the person back to home, the main home. And then let's click on save. Let's see what happens on the front end. Okay, so these ones haven't changed yet. The reason might be that because we've not added it. So here you see it say desktop horizontal menu. So we just click on save. Let's refresh this. Yeah, so you see now we are now home, about us, testimonial, and all of that. So if I click on home, you see it's here, right? If I click on about us, it will bring us here, right? Go back home, you see we are back home. Okay, now what next? Let's assume that you want this testimonial to be under this. You know, there are some websites whereby they have some functions, some pages under a particular page, right? This is where you do it. So you come here and then just drag this to the right. Okay, you see, so it's now the sub item of this particular one. So let's save it and see what happens. So let's refresh this. So you see that we now have it as sub item of this about us, right? But for this website, this testimonial is going to be a main part of the navigation. So we'll just click on so this is also a mobile menu, so we'll just click on save, right? So come back and you see that the changes have been effected. Now this theme is a default theme of WordPress. We don't like it, right? So what we want to do is you go to themes, right? Just come to themes. We want to change the theme of this website so that we will not need to code before you can build an incredible website. In fact, these themes here, you can even delete them, right? Let's activate this one because it's good that you just leave one theme so that it don't take space, right? So this is the latest one. I'm just going to activate that and delete these ones. So right, so the next one we want to do is want to get a theme. Now to get a theme, go back to this goglobal.ng/webtools. Just scroll down. The one we want to use, you can buy Elementor, you can buy Thrive, all of those things, they have their themes. The ones, these are the three I recommend, and this is very easy, right? This is even what we use to build this website. So you just click on Divi themes. So when you click on Divi themes, you can see the incredibly powerful things that you can be able to do with Divi, right? Just come to Divi and then you buy Divi, right? And if you are coming to here, you'll be able to see the pricing. Just scroll down and then you buy Divi. Divi is very, very incredible, right? So when you buy Divi, you'll be able to log in, right? So you just come to, after you've logged in, just come to so yeah, you go to my account, then you go to themes and plugins. Then when you get to themes and plugins, you remember the one we want to use is this theme. Now if you are already using another theme, you can as well use Divi. Just, you know, download the plugin alone and then use it with another theme. But I want to use the theme and the plugin because the theme comes with the plugin. So I'm just going to click on download. So this is downloaded right now. Okay, you can see it's here now. I'm just going to go back to the website back end. Then I'll click on add new theme. Now remember, what we want to add is a theme, right? So then you click on upload. Now you won't find the Divi when you search here. So what you do is that you click on upload. Then you can drag this, or you just simply install, open it. You can also choose file, and then it will take you to where you can select the file on your laptop, right? So but I just decided to drag it. Okay, so you see it's here. So after you've dragged it, just click on install now. So you just wait for a little time and it will finish installing. All right, so after it's installed, you are going to see your theme here, right? Under this appearance, you're going to see the theme here. Now if we go to this place, you will see that this is the theme that is still activated. But if we click here, we click on activate, you're going to see that it will change, right? So you see it say welcome to Divi. Before diving into your new theme, please visit the Divi documentation page for access to for access to dozens of in-depth tutorials. So you can actually go there and watch the tutorials. They have in-depth tutorial. So you click on refresh, then you see that this will change. Now you can see when I have Divi as the logo, we have the testimonial and this uncategorized here right now. We don't want this. So first, let's come and change that. We'll go to the menu again. Now if we go to the menu, you will see that we have to just choose this as a primary menu. That's all, because we've already created the menu before, so we just choose that as the main menu. So we click on save, and then we'll come back here, and then we'll refresh again, and then you'll see that everything is set, and then we have a button here for search. Now you'll say that this is not really looking good, right? So what we want to do is we go to the home page that we created. So we'll go back to the home page. For this tutorial, I'm just going to create the home page, right? So come to the home page, then you click on home. Now, before we go on, there's something I need to show you. Just a minute, please. That I need to show you. Just go back to come to Divi. There are certain settings that we need to set on Divi. Just click on the Divi theme, right? Then you will see here. Now, for instance, if you want to upload your logo, you can upload it here. So we'll come to upload logo. If you click on so if I come here, I'm just going to search for the church website that I want to build. This is it. So this is the logo. So I'm just going to upload the logo. Right. So now after you've uploaded the logo, there's something I need to tell you that's very, very important also. This alt text is good that you put it there so that when somebody is searching for those stuff, maybe somebody's searching for the name of your website using image. Sometimes somebody will want to use image. These days you can use Google Lens, or somebody can just go to images and search for your logo. So that's why it's important that you write what the logo is about in this alt text. So School of Disciples. So I'm just going to put logo in the front. You can also put it in the description as well. So the logo has been set. Now the next thing we want to do is you scroll down, and then there are times that if you go to a website, you'll be able to see. For example, if you come to this website now, if you scroll up and scroll down, there's no button that says go up, right? This is where you do it. So back to top button. So enable it and then click on save changes. Then scroll up again, then go to builder here, and then go to advanced. Right, these are settings that you just need to do. Then go to classic editor and click on enable. Right, enable. Click on save. After you've done with that, then go to update. Now this is important because you need to this is more like a license, right, from Divi, right? So you come here, put your username that you used to buy Divi, then get your API key. So the way you get your API key is you go to the Divi theme, then go to account. So under account, you go to API keys, right? Click on the API keys, and then you come here and then you just click to copy your API key. So this way remember, if you want to get Divi, just come to this goglobal.ng/webtools. It's going to be in the description also, and then click on Divi themes. Right now, go back to this place, then paste your API key there. Right, So you just click on save. Now if it is not correct, it's not going to save, but you know it's a save, so it means that it's correct. So now we can go back and create our pages. So we'll go back to the pages. Then oh, they said the elegant theme username you entered is invalid, right? So I'm gonna check it again. Sure. Now let's create the pages. Okay, so you just go to pages, all right, and then you click on home. Okay, click on the home. Once you are at the home, just click on use the Divi Builder, right? So you just click on use the Divi Builder. Now, one of the reasons I recommend Divi is because they have beautiful templates that you can use, right? That you don't need to code. All you need to do is just to edit them. So you just click on start building. So it's loading. All right, so it just finished loading. That might take some time because you're loading it for the first time. So you just click on start building. If you like, you can go through the tour so that you can understand all what how to edit and all of that. So I'm just going to click on start building. All right, so it's after you click on that, it brings you to this pop-up, right? So you can build from scratch. You can choose a pre-made layout. You can clone existing page, but the one I want to use right now is this one. Okay, so just click on this. Now this is where you now choose the different layout that you want to use and just edit them. So I'm just going to scroll down. And you can also select them by their categories here. So for example, let's go to community and nonprofit. So you see we have the different things that you can use here. So for example, this is a church layout pack, right? So I'm just going to click on it. And then, we have the home page, blog, next steps, get involved, and so on and so forth. You can decide to use whichever one you want to use. So if you want to view the demo, just click on this. So this is the way the website is going to look like by the time we install the by the time we use that particular template or layout, right? You see we have beautiful stuff here that people can use. This is especially for church. Then if we go to landing page, for instance, you see we have the different stuff that can be used here. Okay, so for this particular theme, let's just choose one of this theme. So let's just use this home, for instance. Let's just use this home for now. And then what we can do is we can just click on use this layout. So it will load, and after it finishes loading, you can now decide to edit it. All right, so it has finished loading right now. So what you want to do is you can click on this update. And then it says view page. But remember, this is the front page that we built, right? This is the front page that we built. And so if we refresh this, you see that this is still going to remain the same because we have not linked this page to the other page for it to be the main home page. Okay, yeah, so now you can see that this is the page that is still here. Right now, if we refresh this, you will see that this page will not be the same page that we just built. This is because we have not linked it, we have not made that page to be the front page. So but if we click on this, right, and view page here, you see that this is the page that we now have. Now this is it about us. Now if you look at this particular website, you will see that this still has the about us, the home /home, right, in the at the front. So what we want to do is you go to dashboard. So when you get to dashboard, go to so yeah, when you get to dashboard, what you want to do is you scroll down to settings. Then under settings, you go to reading. Then under reading, you know, WordPress was initially built as a blog. Okay, so now every post you post will be a blog, right? But now you want to change it to a website, right? Because the difference between a website and a blog is this: a blog is usually arranged in chronological order. That is, the latest post is usually the first thing that people will see on the website, right? But its website is usually more like a static page, right? So that anytime you come to that home page, you always see that same page there. So we'll come to this, a static page, then choose this and then change it to home, right? So it means that the home page is now that home. Then you just click on save changes. Now if we go back to our front page, right, and then we just reload it, you will see that the home page will now be this website. So this is the page that we have built with Divi, and as you can see that this website is incredibly beautiful, right? They have different sections: visiting, have kids, maybe those people are coming with their children, you know, service times, get connected, and even the video session, more info. They have the footer, it's looking beautiful. You just have to just change these links, right? And you can see, so here, you know, you can remove this what is here is what we call widget, right? And this is just the footer widget, right? If you want to remove this, for instance, right, just come back to your website, go to plugins, because I want it to be simple to you, right, by using a particular plugin. First, let's update this, right? So we click on add new, then search for classic. Okay, we want to change it to classic widget, so then click on install, then click on activate, then go to appearance, then come to widget, right? So you see that these are the sidebar, right? So and then we have filter to those blocks, right? So here, these are the things that I want to remove. Just remove this, all right, and remove the next one too. So sometimes this remove might not work easily, so just come here, delete them, then click on delete again. So you see that it's removed, right? So come to this one, let's remove this and see. Also doesn't work, delete and then delete. Okay, good. So we just finished deleting all of the footer. Let's come back to this and then let's refresh our website. So you see that the footer has been removed. Only these ones are left, which is still okay. Now, if you want to edit this website, just click on Enable Visual Builder. Because you have Divi, just click on Enable Visual Builder. So now that you have enabled Visual Builder, you'll see that you'll be able to. Now, this is what we call what you see is what you get. Okay, so you'll be able to edit these, right? Helping you grow your faith. For example, let's say you want to change this to helping your faith grow, right? You just highlight this one and click on grow. Do you see how easy it is to edit? Right? If you want to edit this to it's the same thing you're gonna do. For example, instead of saying Divi Street, let's say you want to say London Street, right? You see that London has been changed there. Then if you want to change this button, if you click on the button, right, you can change the text that is in there. Or if you just open this, for instance, if you open this stuff that is here, right, you'll see that if you click on this particular button here, you'll be able to see those changes. So you can also edit them here. You can drag this wherever you want it to be. Okay, right, so you can also change this helping your faith grow here. Helping grow your faith. Can you see now? So this is the way you can do all of this editing. So this button say new here. So let's say you want to change this to let's say learn more, right? You see that it has changed, right? So if you come down, then the links to this, all of this, if you click on this, you'll be able to change the design, right? But let's first change the links that are inside under the content. That is where you see it. Come back to link. So the first button here, learn more, let's say want it to lead to about us page, right? So you can okay, let's open this in another tab. There are two ways to do that, but let's just say this is it. So you can copy the about us page, copy link page, come here and paste the link, right? You see that. Or you can just simply say something like this, click on this place, then go to page link, because you are linking to a page, and then it will ask you what page do you want to link to. So you see this one is contact, so you just come here and click on home page. So either of those two ways are the ways by which you can link those pages. So do it for the second one. This is the second one, so I'm just going to put this one as link. So let's say that you want to edit the color of this button, right? You can come back here and then come to design, right? For example, go to button 1, and then for example, let's change it to, you see it changed the text color, right? So what I did is I just click Control Z or Command Z or Mac, because I'm using Macs. All right, so now this is the background, button color background, right? So you can change, let's change this to, let's say something like this. Do you see that it has changed, right? And if you change it to this, you see that it has changed, right? So if I click on Command Z or Control Z, you see that it will take us back to where we are. Or you can simply click on this to undo, or this to redo. So let's click on check. Now if you scroll down, you see that every element on this website is editable, right? Now in just one day you can build a whole website using this method that I taught you, right? And then edit all of this design. If using Divi, all you need to do is to go to, if you want to get Divi, just come to goglobal.ng/webtools. Like I will leave it in the description, and then you can go get Divi there. So we just click on let's click on save. So you see your settings will be saved, and then if you want to exit it, just click on exit Visual Builder. Right, so you see that helping grow your faith. Then you see the London Street that will change is there. So if I click on this, for instance, it's going to take me to the About Us page. That was what was set, right? So so you see, okay, we didn't change this. Okay, this was what we changed. So we just click on, this will take us to the About Us page, but we've not designed the About Us page. All we need to do is to enable Divi Builder and design it again, right? So let's go back to the home page. Yeah, so that is it. That is how to build a website. So you just do that for all of the page. Just choose, for example, for the About page, just choose the About page for this particular layout, and then edit it, copy the content, edit it. It's as simple as that. All right, I hope you can now design a professional website. Okay, if you have any question, just drop it in the comment section below. Please like this video so that other people will see it, and subscribe to this channel so that anytime I post videos like this, you'll be able to watch them and gain super amazing experience. Subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you some other time. Bye bye.